Talk fast. Let's talk. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm gonna talk about depression. I said, let me come on YouTube and get it started. Depression. A lot of us are going through depression. Yes. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about depression and how we can help one another with this. The reason why a lot of folks depressed and going through is because they're having a hard time forgiving. Yeah, forgiving. And when you can't forgive, it causes anxiety. Have your body all off balance. Have your body sick on the inside because you won't let it go. And a lot of us don't know that depression causes pain. Yeah, pain. Have your neck, your back, everything hurting. When you depressed. And when you have anxiety all the time, do you know that it attacks your heart, your kidney, your liver? It causes heart problems. Kidney cause you to have liver corrosion, liver problems, because you constantly having anxiety, short of breath, and all that. How can we fix these things? How can we let these things go? By forgiving. Forgive yourself for what you have put yourself through. Forgive the people that hurted you. Forgive your parents. Forgive your kids, your loved ones, somebody that hurted you, your husband, your ex, whoever it was. Forgive them so that you can be able to move forward. Because depression is real, you all. It'll kill you slowly on the inside. And it's worse than any disease out there. It's worse than cancer, lupus, leukemia, blood pressure, high blood pressure, all that. Because when you depressed, you start losing yourself. Yeah, because a lot of folks losing themselves. They walking around, thinking folks don't like them, thinking folks talking about them, thinking folks jealous or don't like them. You lose yourself. You can't get up in the morning. You can't do things. You can't focus. That's what depression does. It have you in a dark place. Have you lonely. And I've been there. I was one of them people that was walking around depressed, bitter, hurt, traumatized. All because somebody hurted me. But I had to let it go. I did. I did it for God. He asked me to let it go. He said, baby, you need to let that stuff go. I wrestled with trying to forgive for a long time. Very long time. And when I let it go, I felt good on the inside. It feels good walking around not mad and bitter and hurt. It really does. It makes you be a new person, because that's what God does. He forgives. That's what he wants us to do, is forgive the people that hurted us so that we can be free. You would have no idea how it feels to be free. You really don't. Because it costs so much that it takes out of you when you can't forgive. Had you down for a long time. Had you where you can't focus. It's no love in you. You're empty. You're dead on the inside. You need to feed your spirit so your spirit can be strong. A lot of us need to talk to it. Talk to your spirit. Give your spirit some good vibes. Tell yourself that you can do it. Stop downing yourself. Stop saying that I can't do it. Yes, you can do it. It's just like me. I got lupus. I'm a lupus warrior. I tell myself every day I can do it. I tell myself lupus don't got me. I got it. I got it under control. I'm not going to let it take me because I let lupus know this is my body. It's my body. I'm not going to let nobody or no lupus, no anxiety, no high blood pressure take control of it. I have to speak like this so that I can live. All of us got to do this no matter what come your way. Speak to your situation. Speak to your situation. Speak life. Because if you don't, you're going to end up dying. If you keep saying, I can't do it, why me? Then you're going to end up going down slowly. Can't nobody else do it but you. You got to want this fight. You got to learn how to fight. And that's what I've been doing ever since I had lupus for 24 years. I've been fighting. And when I've been fighting, I'm teaching everybody else how to fight. Let them know that there's a way to, to this sickness. A lot of us was told you had lupus, cancer, leukemia, and then you thought like this the end of the world. No, it's not. Make history with what you got going on. That's what I did. I went out there and made history. I did what God asked me to do. You know, he told me, I need you to write this down on book. Tell everybody what you've been through and tell them how I brought you out. And I did it. I made 2 books, wrote 2 books. How to Live with Lupus and Desire. These books are on Amazon, Kobo, and Walmart. And I written another book, Never Giving Up on Myself. If you Google my name, Angela Harris Fitz, you'll see me on Amazon. You'll see both of my books. I did this for God. And after I made this book, wrote this book, he said, I need you to do something else. I need you to get out there and forgive. I said, what? You want me to forgive these people that hurted me? He said, yeah. God, you know what they did. You know this man hurted me. He broken me, cheated on me, lied to me, mistreated me, did me wrong. And you want me to put this on the book? He said, yeah. So that you can be free. And I've been talking about this ever since, you know, that forgiving thing. Because I said when he did that for me, y'all, it's like a new beginning. It was like a new feeling. I was able to love. I mean, so much was inside of me that I was so bitter and hurt and lost came about. It made me who I am today, a warrior, a lupus warrior, unstoppable, undefeated. After I got through forgiving, he told me I need you to get out there and serve my people. I said, you want me to serve some people that I don't know? He said, yeah. And you want me to talk to people and tell them my business, people that I don't know? Yeah. And I did it all. I got out, wrote the book, told all my dog secrets to people that I don't even know nothing about. I did it because I wanted to be free. I did it because I wanted to know how it feels not to hurt anymore, because I got tired of walking around mad. Get tired of walking around being jealous and bitter. And when I did that thing for God, ooh, honey, look at me. I was happy on the inside and outside. My spirit, ooh, it felt so good to now have a relationship with God, to be able to love God. Because when you love God, you now can love his people. Because a lot of walking around don't even know what love feel like. If only you can have that love from God, it's amazing. All because you letting go of the hurt, the past trauma that you have been through, that somebody did to you in the past. Your mom that abandoned you, or your father that left you, your boyfriend or your husband that left you with a broken heart. All of us have been experienced these things. A lot of us just don't talk about it. But God looking for some bold people that ain't afraid to talk about what they've been through. And I'm one of them. I'm bold. I ain't afraid to tell people what God did for me and how he brought me out, because they just people. Somebody got to do it. And I said, why not me? Because if God know what I've been through and know my secrets and pain, I'm not afraid for you all to know. I'm not. Because this is something that I needed. You know, we all need that. We all got a story to tell. We just have to stop being afraid. Stop saying that I can't do it. Yes, you can, because the more you keep saying you can't, you ain't going to be able to do it. Feed your spirit the positive things. Speak life. No matter what you feel, no matter what you see, no matter what's coming, get up and fight. That's how you learn how to fight. That's how your kids learn how to fight, because they watching you fight. We all got a fight in us. We just got to choose if we want to fight or we want to go down there and die slowly. I chose to get up and fight. I get up Monday through Friday hitting that gym. It helps me with my mind and my body, you know, with all that stress up in there in your mind. I give myself some me time. Me time means I go out to eat, take myself out to eat, go shopping, get my nails did, get my hair did. I do things that's pleasing for me. And that's what we all need to do. Give ourselves some me time. Give ourselves some love. Set some boundaries. What you mean give yourself some love and some boundaries? Yeah. Because once you start loving yourself, then you can easily be able to accept people loving you. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't expect others to love you and you don't love yourself. Think about it. We need to work on ourselves so that we can be able to understand who we are. A lot of us don't know who we are no more because we've been broken. Forgive. I know a lot of y'all been in a situation when you was a child, somebody bothered you, somebody messed with you, somebody mistreated you. I never experienced that situation, but I have experienced other things that I have talked about that was ugly and dark. But I got through it. I got through it with the help of God. You know, God saw me through it. He letting me know it's going to be okay. And he can do the same for you, but you got to ask for it. A lot of y'all probably saying, well, he should know. No, he wants you to acknowledge him. Just like you acknowledge people, acknowledge him. Talk to him about what you go through. Just like you talk to people, talk to God. Because he's right there waiting on you. He's the only one going to heal your broken heart. He's the only one that's going to be able to get you through these depression. Oh, yeah, because just like I just got you telling y'all, depression will kill you slowly. It's worse than any sickness, any illness, any lupus or cancer, AIDS. Because when you depressed, it takes over your mind and your body. Oh, yes, it does. And a lot of y'all going through that right now. Walking around, don't speak to people. Mad. I've been going through that, going on these platforms, and people don't even speak. They just walk in and just look at you. You speak to them, they don't say nothing. Me, I'm walking in speaking, hey, how you doing? I got that type of power that I want to be the one that speak, because I thank God that he gave me breath to speak. Because it's a lot of people that can't talk, can't speak, can't open up their mouths. But y'all can, but you won't use it because you mad. Mad for what? Let it go for whatever that hurted you. You have no control. Don't let that depression take over. There's so many people out there just lost, hurt. There's so many people out there that's so depressed and think like being depressed is something to be embarrassed or ashamed of, which is not. Because whether you know or not, everybody depressed. Everybody feel depression. They lose their homes. They lose their car, jobs, kids and family, passing away. People going to the hospital, bad wrecks and accidents. These things like that will cause you to be depressed. You can get sick and end up being depressed. Somebody can cuss you out. You get depressed. It's a normal situation. It's how you come out and how you handle it. You can either stay down or you can come out winning. It's a choice. Yes, it's a choice to be, sitting down, being, in a situation where you don't want to be happy no more. When I wrote this book of How to Live with Lupus and Anxiety, I talked about how I end up being sick for so many years that I was walking around with this disease called lupus. I was holding on to so much hate and anger that somebody or someone did to me years ago. Heard about what my father did, heard about what my ex did. And it caused me to be sick on the inside, broke me down bad. Then when I lost my son, I got real in the dark place. I'm talking about it was so dark and scary, I didn't even know if I was coming or going. I was bitter, hurt, couldn't speak to people. But God brought me out all because I went to him and told him I needed him. I did. I couldn't do this by myself. I couldn't fight this out. When you lose somebody, it's a hurtful situation. And we all need somebody. And God gonna put you in the situation where there's gonna be nobody around to talk to but you and him. A lot of y'all hiding from God, running from God. But it's time to stop. It's time to face the fear, face the pain, so that you can get forward and move forward. Take the time and take care of yourself. Whatever you've been through, put it on paper. Stop wondering what you're worrying about, what people gonna think of you and say, because they just people that been through the same thing. We need to get out there and talk about things. We all have an assignment. Whether you want to get on the live and talk about it, write it on book, write it on piece of paper. Watch how you feel better. And after you write it down, forgive yourself. Be gentle to yourself as you move forward and heal. And as you forgive these people, you got to also forgive. When you forgive yourself, you got to learn to forgive them. And I know a lot of folks don't want to do that, but this is not what I want. This is not what Reverend Ike want or Tina Turner. This is what God want. This is what God required. He don't want you walking around bitter and mad. He don't want you walking around in fear, scared. Because when you depressed, you get scared. Because I was in that situation. When I lost my son, I was scared. I was easy to cry. You get where you get vulnerable and people can take advantage of when you in a situation where you can't think for yourself or you can't comprehend. People feed off that when you in that situation of loss. And I just pray that when people going through that situation, I pray that y'all be able to find your way out. Learn how to pray for yourself. Learn how to pray for people that hurt you. And I know y'all probably saying that's impossible. I feel like that too. I felt like, oh, I'm not praying for these people that bothered me and hurted me and talked to me in a kind of way. But look at me, I'm doing it because I know they was hurt. That's why they did it. They was hurt. Everybody that hurted you was hurt themselves. And you had to be hurt yourself because you allowed this. And stop blaming yourself for what you allowed and make history with and teach others. Heal yourself. Talk to yourself and tell yourself you ain't going to allow this no more. It's not. It's never too late. Stop saying I'm through and done with men's and women's. This is not what God wants. Just because you got hurt and then you figure like, oh, now it's no good men's or good women's out there. Yes, it is. If you keep saying that it's not good men's and good women's out there, then it's gonna be like that. Because you made up your mind that that's how it is, all because you're bitter. And a lot of folks don't want to hear the truth, so I'm the type of person gonna tell you the truth. And I know the truth don't feel good. But I'm gonna speak the truth anyway. Whether you like it or not. Because that's how I got through. Because I had to hear the truth. I wanted people to tell me the truth. I didn't want you sugarcoating it or try to make me feel good. Tell me the truth. You know, I'm looking for people that can speak up for themselves. Not scared. Not afraid. Or they worrying about what this person going to think of them or this woman. What you worrying about that for? Because God see everything. He see what you're doing. So why is you worried about Mother Henderson or Dr. Brown got to say? They can't put you in a heaven or hell. And they definitely don't know how to wake you up in the morning. They ain't got that kind of power. So stop being a people person and living for what you think they going to think of you. If God see everything, then don't worry about them. Mother Henderson said it. Think about it. Because Mother Henderson been through a lot too. She's either talk about it or she don't. Me, I'm talking about it. Because I ain't scared no more. I ain't scared of nothing. Not after you done lost the son. Like when I lost the son, oh yeah, I got depressed. Lost myself. Oh yeah, because I didn't want to feel the pain. But God brought me out. I'm talking about I was in a dark place. I had all the lights. When I had to, have the lights, my house dark. I didn't want no lights. I got scared that I didn't want to be around people. I really did. It got where I didn't want to go out my door. I stopped driving. I got scared to drive. A lot of y'all go through all kinds of side effects when you grieving, hurt, traumatized. We end up losing ourselves. But it's a fight that you got to find your way out of. I'm talking about a fight. It ain't going to be an easy fight. It ain't going to be a hard fight, but it's something that's going to be worth fighting for. That's how you learn how to fight. I ain't talking about like this. I'm talking about getting up fighting like a soldier. Yes. And a lot of us have fighting, and a lot of us scared. A lot of us ain't come out of it, and a lot of us have. And I'm one of them that came out and still fighting. And going to continue fighting. What kept me going when I lost my son was my children. My two other boys that I had. They needed me. They kept me going. And I wanted them to learn how to fight. I didn't want to sit down and be depressed. Because when you depressed, everybody in the house depressed. Your kids get depressed. Watching you don't get up every day and fight. Don't get up, want to get out the bed, don't want to come here, don't want to go anywhere. I see a lot of those things going on. But we all got a fight that we have in us that we got to get out there and do it and use our tools and help others so that we won't go down, so that we won't lose ourselves. And it starts with you. It starts with you. All you got to do is love yourself more. Appreciate who you are as a person. And as you move forward, as you heal, be gentle. Stop bleeding yourself up for something you had no control of. A lot of y'all around here beating yourself up from somebody that died or gone home or lost. You thinking that it's your fault. No, it's not your fault. You ain't got that type of power. I've been going to every platform letting folks know you ain't got that type of power that you think that you could have helped somebody still be here in this world. Or you could have been there. It wasn't meant for you to be there. You know, once you get to realize that you don't have that type of power, then you can better move forward. Yes, that's what depression come in at, because we blaming ourselves for so much things. We beating ourselves up for things that we have no control over. Let it go, you all, so that y'all can be happy, so you can be free. Stop. Don't give up on yourself for, what somebody did to you in the past that hurted you. Don't say I don't want to be, no man or woman no more. Don't put that in your heart. Feed your heart with some good positive vibes. Feed your soul, your spirit. Don't talk down on your situation, because this is your life. You only have one life to live, but be happy with it. Be content. Make history like I did. I went out there and made history instead of beating myself up because I got lupus, or because I lost my child, because I had a heart attack or a hip replacement, or because somebody cheated or mistreated me. I decided to use all that pain that I went through to help others. And that's what I'm doing now. Just getting on these platforms talking about you ain't by yourself. There's others out there that's going through. Take your man off your problems and focus on somebody else. That's what I do. My problem's gone when I do that. I have a lot of other things to talk about on this platform that I'm just itching to talk about, because I know there's so many people out here lost and hurt, depressed. And I'm trying to let them know that if they let it go and forgive, they can better be free. And so many people just fighting to not forgive. And so many people will fight against you because they don't want to hear the truth. But hey, I'm going to speak the truth. You talking to a sister that don't mind speaking up. You talking to a sister that going to speak up, no matter what. Because I know the truth don't feel good. And the truth, I know it don't feel good. Healing don't feel good. Now, y'all don't want to feel that pain. But you got to feel it so you can be who you are today. You got to beat it. You got to feel it. Face it. Face that pain. Don't run from it. Stop walking around on this world afraid, scared. Because this is not what God wanted. He didn't want you to walk around this world being afraid of anything, especially people. But until then, I hope y'all got something out of it. I will be coming back live more often on YouTube, speaking things that I've been through, about toxic relationship, broken relationship, healing, forgiveness, and how to defeat diseases and sickness. I want to help others to let them know that they're not by themselves. I want folks to know that it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to be who you are, because what you've been through is your life. You got to make something out of it like I did. And I said, I'm going to get up and make history. Before I leave this world, I want everybody to know who Angela Harris Fitz is. And you should have that same attitude so that you can be able to say, hey, I did that. I did that. And that's how I feel on the inside. I did that. I'm a fighter. Like I say, lupus don't got me. I got it. When you have that attitude, you winning. Yeah, you winning. Change that attitude, that negative vibes that you got going on, and start speaking life. Whatever sickness you got going on, say, I can do this no matter what come your way. You feel that pain, say, wham, thank you, Jesus. Wham, thank you, Jesus. Instead of going out saying, ooh, I can't take this. Yes, you can. So I hit the gym Monday through Friday so I can have a good free mind. I won't sit around here being stressed out. Monday through Friday for my mind and my body, so that I won't be in pain. A lot of people say that, going to gym can cause a lot of things when you got lupus. Now, baby, it helps. Any disease you got, it's going to help. See, the doctor ain't going to tell you that. Going to the gym helps you with your mind, helps you with depression, anxiety, all that stuff that we got going on. That helps. But until then, you all, YouTube family, y'all be blessed. I'm praying for you all. Uh, just remember, God loves you. Remember, I love you and God loves you more. Y'all be happy and blessed. Now let's see.